last topic. Hi, everyone. Good evening. Is to cover the last topic for this social study, but I would like to go through this homework first. Okay. Oh no, shucks. Okay, good. So I'm gonna put this here. Ah, just give me a minute, do something. Yeah. Sorry, guys. I'm very OCD. Okay, print screen for source D.哇哦，博翰，你的头发很好，漂亮，很整齐耶。不过我很妒忌你咯，因为我没有这么多头发吗？啊，又输，故意的哦。鸡蛋糕，故意输美美啊！Inference and comparison skill. Well done. I see your smiling face. Well done, Pohan. That's supposed to be the way. Any aura is coming next month. So, guys, good evening. Thank you, Pohan. That's a xiaolong I want to see. So, this is a question that's going to ask you. Today I want to talk more about other things as well. We're not going to do these questions, right? Yo, who is sending me message? Give me a minute, Yeah, Ijia not in. It seems like everyone's not interested to coming on the 19th of June for your face-to-face social study exam. Then may I arrange for another day? I mean, the last one will be somewhere in September. By then, I should be able to pick out some of the questions to do. Of course, if you really cannot for whatever reason, of course, Uncle Raymond will give you the full sets of exam paper and do lah. Then, of course, you got three choice. One of them is coming to the face-to-face exam in the common folks, but I think by then September, the place will be closed down. I don't know where I'm supposed to hold the exam. The only choice I can think of is my house. The second choice is that all of you are not turning out, then no choice. I have to send you the exam paper. But are you going to sit there to start the time from like 7:30, for example, 7:30 p.m. and set the time for 1 hour and 45 minutes to complete your social study paper? It's not like doing like SPQ today, Saturday you do, then few days later on Tuesday you do your SRQ. That's not supposed to be the way like that, because if you do it in this manner, the whole entire exam, the time management is going to be haywire. It's going to be cocked out. It's going to screw up. So I really want you to sit there at the 1 hour and 45 minutes. The only time that you're going to have this 1 hour and 45 minutes exam paper will be in your prelim exam. So by then it's only one practice. I leave it to you. You want to do that, I cannot stop you. Okay, so let's go for these questions. I'm helping you. Okay, that is a free lesson. What the heck is going on with this stupid? No, sorry, I'm looking at my messages, guys. Okay, look at this question now. How useful, okay? And then I send the message to the WhatsApp to you. Yeah, freak you. Oh, I know why already. Okay. So Athena, not antenna, that's what my wife is laughing at me now. So source D. How useful is the source in telling you about the efforts to include people with special needs? Explain with your answer. So is source D? Oh my God, where's my source D? Okay, so of course I told you, right? You need to read this background information. It's very important. Okay, and then what is assertive? Assistive in technology. AT. Oh, why my boss keep asking me some? Five. Oh, Yiqia is not in. Okay. 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 Right. So how are we going to do about this question D, which is usefulness? So as you know, usefulness is both useful and not useful. Okay, let's see. What our dear antennas the answer will be. Okay, are you ready, Tina? Let's read your question answer, please. Thank you.
Source D is useful in telling me that there has not been enough efforts to include people with special needs in school.
Wait. Okay, right. So telling me it's not okay. No effort. Wait, where's my stupid? Hey, yeah. Where's my mouse? See, now you understand. I cannot find my mouse. I need to find my mouse. Okay. I want to underline this. Okay. Okay, good. Okay, carry on.
Source D tells me that there has not been enough efforts to include people with special needs, as normal main school teachers are unable to provide the support required for special needs students' learning and development. I seem from used to attend primary one in a mainstream school where I shadowed her for 6 months in order to care.
Wait, I want to move my mouse, but I don't know why I can't see my mouse. Aiyo, why like that? Hmm. Okay, let's go. Karen?
Um, had to withdraw during from school as they requested that I hire a shadow teacher for her. Could not
Too
for
long, the quotations here, as mentioned, is nothing wrong, but it's still too long.
This suggests that there has been not enough efforts to include people with special needs in school, as normal teachers are unable to provide support required for a special needs student to learn and develop, that a shadow teacher is required and not affordable.
Hello, Ijia, welcome. Is Ijia there? Hello, Ijia, welcome. Okay, see, okay, sorry, because I don't know what's wrong with my mouse. I cannot seems to get the stupid. Yeah. Okay, sorry. I think I better stop use. Okay, I'll do this. Easier. Now I can see. Is that yes, correct. Okay. Hi, Ijia, welcome. You have a very good quotations to prove that special needs efforts is needed for whatever reason. But sorry, I'm so sorry, not enough manpower. I think you got to do it. Yes, good quotes, very long quotes, and this suggests that not enough in it. Normal teachers unable. Normal has normal teachers. As what you mean by normal teachers?
Like
So
mainstream school teachers.
Uncle Raymond is abnormal lah. Yeah. Bohan agree. Bohan said, yeah, you are right, man. And then Uncle Raymond is abnormal. Is a special needs teacher. Hello everybody. I supposed to teach Bohan. Why you bloody hell you turn on the camera? Okay, don't be shy. All right, so yes, but as normal teacher means the teachers, you must say special needs in school that some teachers are who are not trained to teach special needs, 明白吗? Not normal teachers. So are you saying joke? And then this is recording. Oh my God. Are you saying that special need teacher trains special need student? Oh my God！博翰要笑了，就是特别特殊的老师教特殊的学生吗？就是他们是 abnormal teacher。Hello, I'm the teacher. Sorry, Uncle Raymond, you're very sarcastic. Oh, sorry. 开玩笑啊。But 有些开玩笑要 limit 了就 stop 了。Okay. So you get what I'm saying? Because that day, Dina, to be honest, when you sent to me was quite late, right? Correct me if it's quite late. I can't remember what time, but I did read through. Let me check to make sure. Because when you send something to anyone send something to me, I do read. Let me see. Or 11:58 a.m. It's not quite late. It's 2. It's in the afternoon. 我看错，不是 PM. Okay, so when you code this, very good. Carry on.
Learn
When
and
we
develop that a shadow teacher is required and not affordable to many. Similarly, source C also tells me that there has not been enough efforts to include people with special needs in school, as teachers are unsure of how to handle students with special needs and unable to teach awareness to their students, as it can be overwhelming, as seen from I won't know how to deal with students with special needs. Many do not know where to start or sufficiently prepare on this subject matter. Negative experience for both teacher and student with special needs. It suggests that there has not been enough efforts to include people with special needs in school, as teachers are unable to handle students with special needs and are overwhelmed with how to handle the topic, leading to a bad experience for everyone. Hence, since source D is supported by source C, source D is reliable and hence useful in telling me that there has been not enough effort to include people with special needs in schools.
I'm so sorry. Well done to your efforts, but I cannot give you full marks. You are talking about usefulness. Where is not useful? 你又忘记了？你的点都是记得还是不想做呢？还是不懂怎么做呢？Can you unmute please?
I forgot.
Okay, guys, take note. So when you have usefulness, this is very good. But guys, please take note of this similarity. Sorry, because I supposed to use a pen to okay, now I hope I can use it. Please do not use similarity. Okay. So you can say this can be further supported. Okay, this usefulness can be further supported right now. Please don't write similarity. This further can be supported for the usefulness in source C. Cannot put similarly. Nothing wrong, but this best not to, because similarly, you are talking about similarity and differences. Okay, take note, Yitia, okay? Xingyuan, welcome. Qing'an, understand? Because I think today is the first lesson for you, so you have to get used to it for a while, right? So when you're done, when you're doing the usefulness questions, you may have two sides of the coin. Please take note, don't forget, every time I teach you a trick, I mean, seriously, when you come to this kind of question, nobody can help you, but you have to help yourself. Okay. So when you do this type of questions, oh my God, I gotta go out so high. Since I'm here, might as well do it. Where the hell is it? Come on, guys, come on. Okay, come on, come on, come on, come on. What the hell? Okay, so when you're doing this type of things, 5 minutes, spend about 10 minutes to do 5 marks questions, spend about not more than 10 minutes. Time yourself. You trust me, all double it. If you times two, you still got about 3 to 5 minutes to extra times. So it's more than enough. So when you have 5 minutes infer, you just put there, okay, two inference. Okay, back out two inference. Then when you do about how seamless are two sources, put two arrow here. Okay, I don't want to put two arrow here. Okay, put a S and a D. And then here, you put I1, which is infer 1 and infer 2. Okay? Can. Then we talk about source D, right? It's useful, then you put there U useful and not useful. Okay? Then of course you must the third paragraph, okay, you put there so that you remind yourself. Okay, Adina, in that sense, you remind yourself. Anyone, Qing Zhi, Qi Han, Xing Yuan, Nicole, Yijia, and Bohan. So third paragraph, you must say, therefore, why is it not useful? Why? Because of what? It is useful because of what? Okay? I'm very worried to use this again. Source E itself, are you surprised? Same thing, my dear leaders. You, as the usual, you put that surprise and not surprise. So if it's a 7 minutes, 7 marks question times 2, you spend 14 minutes to do the questions, right? So get it done. Please do not share with any of your friends. So next one, that the special needs committee has benefit from this. Okay, include use sources in the case, explain how far agree and with this statement. Same thing, you put two arrow, agree and not agreed. And then once you have this one, when you're doing a question, you will not miss out. Oh, so for example, after checking example, I'm not saying you must, if you know there is three agree, right? Because based on your providence, right? The plus, minus, and neutral. Plus means positive providence, minus means negative providence. And then what else? Then I am the I is neutral, right? So then you put neutral. So you can say, for example, three agree, two disagree. And maybe one of them, you can say one of them is neutral. Neutral means like that. It's an I. Okay. So my advice, 10 marks questions, if you're supposed, if there's no neutral questions, then if you think is positive, I'm gonna agree, then plus one. Okay, so you have to say everything. How are you going to do it? Later we'll talk about it now. By right, it's not very good to say, yes, I agree, not I agree, yes, I agree, not agree, yes, I agree. No, I will prefer you to talk about everything agree first with 4 points. Okay, and then after that, you talk everything about 4 points. Then after that, you talk about disagree. Okay, so this is the way you do your exam paper from now on, please. If not, if you forget, the teachers will, to be honest, social study teachers, to me, including myself, we are very weird creatures. If you don't put the usefulness and not usefulness, we feel that, hey, that's not the complete answer script. So we will not accept it. So you don't put similarly, okay? So you say, this can be supported by sources that tells me that source D is useful. Write down, okay? At the same time, source D is able to support source D to be useful. But always start with the word, it is also useful because this can be supported by source C. Or you can say cross-referencing to source C, it is useful to say that source D is not enough, teacher. Get it? Okay, get it? Are you all get it? Ladies and gentlemen, done. Okay. So why is it not useful? So when you say not useful means I disagree, right? So how you can say disagree is that of course you go and get which one. So I would like all of you later to do it. Since Athena done already, so I make it smaller. Teacher, am I recording? Yes, okay, thanks. Okay, so what we have here is that which one is this? So by looking at the prominence itself, you say, an extract from interview for member of the parliament, Denise Poir. Now, let me tell you, Denise Poir, I think is still in PAP now, as in 2025. I think he's elected in the parliament. I have to check because he's very advocate to support special needs. Just to update you, her son is also a special need autism. Okay, autism, if I'm not mistaken. Then, and the mother is a mother of autism, correct? So while there has been initiative to help students, so this one I can say cross-reference E is actually supporting, not against it. So of course C itself, okay, is something that is talking about that who are also educating. So C is not right, correct, Athena, right? You say C is not right. You agree, right? It's useful, right? Because D is not enough teacher, 对吗? But E can rebut back to say no, it is not true. You also can use, I don't think you should use A lah. A is definitely out lah. So A itself, you see the positive, negative, and neutral, right? So this will be definitely negative. So no. So it's good that sometime when you start to do your S, you just remember to put your source B, A, B, C, D, E, all plus, minus, neutral. So at the end of the 10 marks question, straight away you can say source A, E, B, and C agree, something like that. Okay. So F can F also can 对吗？你跟我 can F can can is to against it against source D 可以吗？ How about 博翰可以吗？ Can against it 宜家呢 can 宜家 can is it against it because it's support 吗？可以吗？ So 记住plus and minus Okay. Take note, later I want you all to do. Okay, ready? Now, sorry, I still haven't clicked on this one. Where is my slide? Yeah, I told you that day I was talking about this slide. It's super important. Tian, what I predicted for this year's social study exam, this question may not be coming up, in my opinion. In my opinion, I think last year they came out, but nevertheless, you don't know what the examiner will do, because with the recent scammer and a lot of phishing, uh, phone phishings and a lot of people being get scammed, I wouldn't be surprised there will be this coming out. Usually, the social study paper is prepared 2 years in advance. So you will be predicting something like those source-based question coming out in 2023 and below and earlier. So for last year's, no, okay. Okay, that's how it works. But I'm not sure whether they changed, okay. Right. So this is the things that we talked about it last week, so how we can use it, which is more serious and more important. Okay, move on to the next slide. Okay, globalizations. Okay, so like this one, can you tell me, all of you, please play this game, very important. All of this one, two, okay, we start with economic at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, imagine, let's say this coming structure response question, extract 1, 2, and 3, and it come out, which one in your opinions, is the most important? Okay, guys, to me 不用讲的，我看到这个我就会我就会笑了。你怎么样劝我也没有用啊。I will take this as the most important out of all of them. Okay, I think those of you who have followed me longer will know why I choose religious. Okay, religious are the most paramount important in globalizations. 你们知道吗？博汉最近前2天，伊朗跟以色列打仗，他们打仗是为了什么？不知道，他们为了 Uncle Raymond，他们妒忌我，因为我没有头发。那博翰你讲的，这去死了，Uncle Raymond 乱讲话。Okay, why are they fighting 宜家？Iran and it pronounce Iran, it's not Iran. The American people pronounce I and Ran. Ran as past tense of run. It's not pronounced as Iran. Iran is wrong. It's Iran, okay? For goodness sake, pronounce properly. I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about the Westerners. It's pronounced Iran, not Iran. So why Iran and Israel fight? 一讲 Yes, 一讲 Do you know why they fight? I can't see you. I can't hear you. Answer lah, answer. Don't know. Don't know. How about Nico? Don't know. Nico know? 不知道。星远 they fight over Taylor Swift. No. I like always see answer. No. 星远为什么 Iran 跟 Israel 打仗
Um, is it because Israel bombed them first?
？Hello，如果你打我，我打你，当然是有一个 reason 打架，对吗？
Yeah,
对啦，你废话，brother 为什么他打架？我还问你的 reason，我不是说
I
谁打谁先。
I don't know.
You don't know，不对。其他你懂为什么吗？
Uh, ideological conflict.
Oh, yes, yes, definitely true, but very close to my answer. How about 其次 don't know. Andina,
Terrorism.
terrorism? Okay, the answer is right in front of your screen. Right in front of the screen, guys. The one I just circled. Okay, it is very important because Israel is the only country in Middle East that is non-Muslim, non-Islamic, and Iran is a Muslim country. And because Israel attacked Hamas because of religious issue, because Israel and Hamas fight over a holy land called Jerusalem, and the God say in Islam, this is the holy land. But Israel say, no, this holy land belongs to Jesus Christ. Oh my God. They fight over just a piece of land. Who is more powerful? And Iran, because Israel, you're right, Sing, and Israel attacked because Iran has nuclear power ready to get rid of Israel. Ladies and gentlemen, if you do not know, Singapore Army, okay, in the past when we were independence, Wuhan, Singapore Army was trained by Israeli Army. It's true, and you realize in the 1960 wars or the 1950s war, sorry, I really can't remember. Israel was conquered by 6 Arab country. Okay, within less than a week or so, Israel took over every Arab country and won the war. And the general who fought against the war is One Eye Jack，就是他一粒眼睛不见掉了。Okay, so they all fight until today. It's all about religions. So I just want to share with you, when you want to talk about comparison with the rest, religions will definitely affect environmental. Okay, Jihan. Because yeah, right, ideologies, there are different ideologies because they cannot see eye to eyes. It's like we are talking about World War. You take history now, Jihan. Do you take history?
Elect.
You like history, huh? So you
Yeah.
know, right? Because of the World War II started because of ideology, right? Because in World War I, they want to get rid of imperialism. So we got Nazism, communism, socialism, militarism, fascism, and what else? Communism,
No, yeah,
socialism.
but World War II started because of TOV, then Cold War is started because ideological conflict.
Yeah, no, it all started because of World War I get rid of imperialism. With this imperialism, because of Karl Marx, communism said is from Germany, all right? And because once they get rid of imperialism, yes, World War II is not just started of TOV. It's way before TOV. And if you want to talk about TOV, Treaty of Versailles, you must also talk about League of Nations also, right? So because of that, the League of Nations also screw up, and that's why Hitler's able to conquer Poland, and the war started in 1939. The rest is history. You bump here, bump, 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 until we end up World War II, the Axis power, which is the what do you call this Axis power? We're talking about the Mercedes, the Toyota, and the Lamborghini. You know why? Because these countries are Germany, Italy, and Japan. You realize that, huh? Right? BMW is from Germany, right? Correct now. Then Ferrari is from Italy, and of course Toyota is from Japan. So you get rid of the Axis power and then move on to later is not just ideology between the two. The Cold War is two ideology, which is the communism and of course the capitalism. Now these two countries, different ideology at the same time, because they are countries who believe in religions, my dear Tinghan. And if you look at the Cold War and the NATO, why Turkey is not involved in the is involved, sorry, is in the Cold War, the Turkey, we call it Turkey now. Turkey, they want to support US because they want to preserve their religions. Okay, you know, communist country, they do not believe in religions. They only believe in the read book. That is a Karl Marx communism ideology. Because of all these wars started, you can see from the Jihad war, which is the holy war, fighting until today. And all to me, guys, you can disagree whatever you want. The terrorism is all started because of religious reason. Take for example, why France got bombed in Bali, Indonesia, Malaysia, no, sorry, and certain part of Europe country. They feel that their religions are being eroded. Well, I'm talking about Islam. And they feel that there is no place for them in Europe. And severe, I am telling you, Qinghan, this war will last until the day you die. Your children, your great grandchildren will be there. 是没完没了的. Seriously, you talk about India, Qinghan. Recently the India and Pakistan is also about religion, right? Hinduism and Islamic, right? Seriously. So you look at North Korea. North Korea is also anti-religions. Yes, you can say about different ideologies, right? And if you talk about Sri Lanka conflict last time, it's all about race. But then again, it's also a bit religions. And if you talk about Northern Ireland and Northern Ireland, which is the Catholic and the Protestant, until today, as I'm talking now at this time, the Catholic and the Protestant in Northern Ireland still cannot see to eye, and it's still religions. Do you realize all these countries involved? And which country has the most peaceful? I feel that's Singapore. We practice our religion freely, and not only that, we also respect other religions. Because of that, there are so many people around the world are willing to come to Singapore for economical reason, and they can bring their cultural, and there's no political agenda, and they no need to have military. And in fact, the military don't say, oh, okay, all the Muslim I don't protect. I only protect the Christian and the Buddhism, Taoism. 你去死啊，没有啊。Okay, and because of that, the socialism here is all equal. Like you see, 你懂农历七月吗? The 7 months go 对吗？the 7 months. Do you see us? There are still people who still complain, why are you burning all this thing? This is like pollution. This is global warming. Always I tell them, 秦志 and 秦星 and 博翰，你们在新加坡久了，你懂那个农历七月是那个鬼节对吗？就是烧很多银纸啊。So I got student from India come. Uncle Raymond, when I come here, I don't understand why at this month they always got burning a lot of this paper. What is the purpose? Say this is religions. So the next question she asked me, do those people who in the hell 在地狱会收到这些银子吗? I say, honestly, I do not know. But this is a culture, see? This is a culture and this is an ideology. This is their practice. But I know it affects the environment, so I can't tell you whether you receive it. But then she asked me, why are we practicing? Because we respect all religions in Singapore. So you don't mess with my religion, and I don't mess with your religions. But sadly to say, there are other countries who do not do that. Guys, Chian, you know chapter 7, they got this topic called assimilation, right? France assimilation, right? Remember? Do you like to go to that country?
No,
No way, right?
I don't speak French.
No, even you don't,
Oh.
if you speak French or not, I don't think you will love to go there because they feel that because France is a revolution country in terms of Napoleons and other their background. I think we went through the topic a few months ago. And they will not allow these religions to take place in their country. If you want, you just shut up, suck it up, follow my way of doing things. But a lot of religions cannot accept their way of doing things. And then you can tell me one hand you welcome foreigners, you welcome immigrants, you welcome for laissez-faire. Laissez-faire means free trade and everything. You bullshit out. Then how come you don't let me practice my religions? And you realize those Malays or Islamic ladies are walking on the street of Paris. They are putting the tulung, and some of them going to take out the tulung and scold them, things like that. And because of that, you realize Paris, to me, is not a very safe place. Because why? They like to bomb them. Because why? They are against religion. Because why? The sense of hatred. So therefore, I want to sum it up that with so many things right in front of your screen, religion is still the paramount important because religions is the yardstick, the measure, the tolerance, and the patience. Whether you like it or not, you cannot escape. You can name me which country in the whole entire world of 199 countries. Excuse me, don't talk about North Pole and South Pole. Which country got no religion? You tell me? China. Come on, please. Don't tell me China got no religion. 对吗, Bohan? Even China is a communist country. China 有没有 religion? 有吗? 关老爷，你懂谁是关老爷吗？谁？
关羽。
对咯。 对吗？香港每个人警察局、黑社会都拜关公啊！你跟我讲没有 religion，不可能的啦。then 你就问我哦，OK，天呐，what about Africa 啊？我 Africa 那种 religion 更惨，泰国呢也是一样。So guys, can you tell me now, everyone? I talk so much, your turn to talk now lah. Can I start off with CN? Which one do you think is the most important? You can disagree with me, yeah? But then you have to use a so then how. So I feel religion important. Then I explain the whole entire thing, right? How? I give you example. So it's so then how. Of course, you can use the DEERL. I describe, explain with example, with the expressions to convince you. As a result, I link back to my questions why religion is important. Back to you. See you.
I think military is the most important for globalization.
Where? Military, huh?
Yes.
Okay, why, sir?
Because military it protects like the country so that the country can like trade without like worrying that the country will go to
If your
war.
oral like that next month, if your oral like that in your O level, you're gonna fail, bro. Can you talk properly, please? With confidence. Imagine this your oral, good luck to you. So practice now, myself, you practice your oral presentation skill. Correct now? Qingzi and Athena, right? Go. Start with your oral. When you start with your oral, people sian liao lo. Well, I strongly believe that military is the most important among all these factors about globalization. Why do I say so? Silent night. Holy night.
Because military can protect the countries so that the country can trade safely without worrying of going into war. And then there is also military alliance between countries like the NATO. This can like support globalization between countries to build trust between one another. That's all.
Good. At least you end out. That's all. Thank you, teacher. So remember in your oral, you must say, well, that's all. Thank you, teachers. So yes, military alliance is very important. 唇亡齿堂. We talk about right now, if you can, we talk about bilateral relationship. That means two countries, Singapore and Malaysia, Singapore and Australia, Singapore and US, Singapore and China's bilateral. Then we talk about what do you call this? Regional security. Regional security, we're talking about ASEAN, the 10 country. We are talking about Thailand, Philippines, Indonesia, Myanmar, Laos, Vietnam, Cambodia, Brunei, what else? East Timor Leste. East Timor Leste, yeah. East Timor Leste, yeah. And what else? Which country? Cambodia, yeah. All the 10 country. That is called a regional security, military exercise. Then we talk about global. Yes, Qihan, the failure of the League of Nations created United Nations. And that's where you can talk about the Cuban Missile Crisis. I'm not sure you're learning this. No? And this bullshit. In fact, I feel that Cuban Missile Crisis, the United Nations did not do much to help to solve the problem. In fact, I feel it's a bit biased. Anyway, let's move on to this. So military is what Xing Yuan say it is important because we are talking about the external protections to cover, to have a better environment so that the political stability is there and the social fabric is there. At the same time, the culture will be there and much better on that. And of course, we are talking about ideology because look at this ideology is more related to our dear friends of recent Israel and Iran, as well as Israel and Hamas. And what about Russian and Ukraine? Both of them seems like both of them are Christian, right? So this will not really due to religious, more to the war between ideologies and of course territory dispute, which is called by the Treaty of Versailles, where Germany's are being given away by the Rhinelands as such. Of course, can you imagine if Singapore and Malaysia were to fight and then Singapore lost, then Woodland is given to Malaysia. Oh my God. So now no need to go to JB. You go to Woodland because Woodland belongs to JB. And what about the other way around? If Singapore won the war and now JB belongs to Singapore, wow, extension of territory, right? Correct. No? So this is another thing. All right, thank you, dear Xing Yuan. Next, can I have Bohan? Which one do you think is more important in your opinion?
I think also military is the most important.
You also choose military, ah? Okay, sure.
Yes.
Please go ahead. Explain.
The reason why I think that military is the most important thing for globalization is that with strong military, the countries have ability to protect itself from the attack from the other countries, which is the thing that other factors cannot achieve.
Yeah, go ahead.
That's all.
Huh?
That's all.
太短了吧？太短了。Can you repeat the one point there? Sorry, I missed out because there's some problem with my laptop. Carry on. What do you say?
Military gave the countries ability to protect itself from the attack from other country.
Oh, that means okay. Military is a way to protect the country's sovereignty, independence. Write down sovereignty. Well done. Uh-oh. Something wrong with my laptop. Give me a minute now. Okay, now it's better. Okay. May I have next, but how about Nicole? Which one do you think is most important?
I think economic is the most important.
Yes, please, my dear. Explain your stand. Thank you.
Because without a strong economy, there won't be like education, healthcare, and infrastructure built properly. And also having a strong economy means that the people are having a higher standard of living and higher income.
Yeah, okay. Then,
Mm,
because you never say that's all, thank you, teacher. So I presume you still want to say some more, huh? Good point. To be honest, hold on, we are taking good points, huh? And one of my ex-student, in fact, when we are talking about some similar to this few question like this, she said, yeah, I think economy and social economies is more important than religions. Why? Because I feel that the purpose I came from India, Tamil Nadu, from India to Singapore to migrate here is because of economic reason. That is why I want my parents want us to have a better economic reason, meaning a better standard of living, as what you mentioned, Nico, and also is give us a better education as what Singapore can provide. And the most important thing is that Singapore is racial harmony, no biasness, not compared to India. Yeah, it's true, Nico. Because why I say that because her grandfather during COVID-19, it took 1 week later to get the ambulance to take the dead body away out of the rural areas. That's how bad it is. So yeah, I agree. Carry on, Nico.
with a strong economy, the country could invest in things that are more important, which could further improve the economy and standard of living. Yeah, that's all.
Right, thank you. I remember yesterday, right? We Qingzi and Dina, we talked about the 10M, right? So this 10M is actually money, right? One of the M is money, correct, Qingzi? Right, Athena, right? One of them is money. The money itself, with the economy robust, you can buy your machines to get more manpower, to get more materials. So yes, I agree. With a strong economy sense, you have an upper hand, meaning that you have to reserve a lot of money. Why in World War II, Qihan? Why the Germany took a lot of goals and the Japanese even came to Singapore and get a lot of monies to fund their war arena. That's like buying their their submarines, all these the zero fighters. And so what? You have the best machines, but you do not have the best manpower and management. It's like you have the best weapons and you do not know how to the person how to use it is still back to square one. So thank you. Back to you, Itia. Which one do you think is important?
Economic globalization.
Okay, so why do you think same as Nicole? Why do you think economy is more important?
I think economic is more important because it connects countries through trade and investments, which allows us to like access a wider like variety of goods, and it also allows like companies to expand beyond their own countries, which also like creates more job opportunities, and the economy will grow. Yeah, that's all.
That means you pay attention for chapter 8. Chapter 8, we are talking about transportations, technology, trade, tourism, all the T, the T factors: transportation, tourism, technology, transfer of skills, transformations and transaction, transnational and trading, as well as, of course, all these will involve terrorism. The most important thing, the transport and technology is what Isya mentions, that economies not only boost up the countries, but you also create like Brad Talk went to different parts of the world. Charles and Keith, of course, with China brand like BYD, local brand, now they expand to the part of the world, and it's called multinational corporations or multinational enterprise or multinational entrepreneurs. And with this economy expansions going abroad, you also create small medium enterprise locally to support the multinational corporations. So economy is being robust, will create more jobs opportunity, definitely. But because of this, of course, you erode away the culture. For example, like those people who like to do wear Levi's jeans. Okay, the productions now is in Cambodia is much cheaper than Vietnam and China or even Thailand, Indonesia, or even Malaysia. No need to talk about Singapore. So yes, they have to deforestation the whole entire place just to build a factory. Yes, true enough. With this deforestation, you create maybe 2,000 jobs to do a sewing machine and sew the device. But then at the expense of the opportunity cost to get rid of the farmers, that means you're affecting their agriculture as well, and also the natural habitats and the natural habit adaptations. So there's a give and take. So is it good? Not like remember last 2 weeks or so when the mother nature was calling for help, that the bulldozer is coming in to bulldoze the entire forest, and all the poor little cute animals that are running away from their lives. And this is economics transformations. Back to you，博汉讲了哦，博汉是 military，其次
I feel like it's political.
没有人讲 religion 去祷告。OK，你讲。
Because I feel like political being not stable is one of the main reasons why there are a lot of major conflicts now in the world. Because personally, I feel like those major conflicts individually is because of religion, but on like a whole basis, it's because of political imbalance. No, being unstable. Because from my perspective, I feel like a lot like since now a lot of major conflicts are because like wars and like Russia-Ukraine war and China-American tariff wars. I feel like the main reason behind them is all being political reasons, because like political reasons can lead to economical reasons and military and religion. And if the political is stable behind all of that, none of the other things will happen. For example, if America isn't being like messing around with the global market, then the China or American tariff war will just not happen. I mean, like it looks like it's an economical imbalance war, but the main reason behind it is political. And also like that's also why the Russian-Ukraine war can affect us like all the way back, all the way to Singapore, just because of their political reasons. And then the entire world will be affected. And then like that's one of the main reasons why the world is now being quite full of conflict now. So I feel like political reasons is the most important. Thank you. That's all, teacher.
Good. So political reason right now, you give me some ideas. I think your argument, your debate, and your presentations of your points, your thesis is that political is about leadership right now. Political is about leadership that change policy. The policy will affect the performance of the productions, and the production will affect the profitability, okay, of the country. Agree? The policy, once the policy change, like the tariff will affect the productions, the performance, and the profitability. And worse still, it become a poor management, another P, a poor decision, sorry, not poor management, a poor decisions that will create three things, three war already. One is the tariff war, which is Jihan, you know, right? Because of the TOV, right? They have to pay the $6,000 money, and then the territory gone, the only manpower. So one of them is the tariff, and the other one is the tariff. The second T is the territory 地方 Right now, one is the tariff 就是 tax That one, second one is the territory. Okay, territory cannot involve anything. The third one will be treaty. Right now, treaty. Okay, thanks to Qingzi. So with political reason, it affect the treaty, correct now? The treaty to sign, okay, no, I don't want to do right. Remember, Qinghan, the Treaty of Versailles create the problem. After the Treaty of Versailles, World War II ended, the Japanese has to sign another treaty, right? To say they okay, I surrender, I anonymously surrender, so without any complaint, I surrender because of course lah, you surrender. Bloody hell, you want the third atomic bomb in Tokyo now? Don't want, right? Then shut up, sign the treaty. So it's about tariff, or you can say tariff got to do with trade, and then you got about territory. Territory, yes, it's like we are talking about our dear friend Russia and Ukraine. And then the treaty signs can be the North and South Korea. Remember the 38 parallel? And of course, now we don't have the South and North Vietnam, the treaty. And of course, we can talk about which treaty we can talk about. Yeah, the treaty that Japan signs that must not go for war for a couple of years down the road. You only can defense. So the political policies has a very strong implications that will affect not just the treaty, but also not also the P, but also the person who the leaderships itself has a very strong power. Is another P, another power to make decisions, to move and maneuver and manipulate the entire mindset of the whole entire country people. Take a very good example. Hitler is one of them. With his political leadership's orator skills, he's able to move the entire Germans inside Germany to get rid of the Jews. And not only get rid of the Jews, he also eradicates communism and other part. And not only that, he want to make the Aryans, the Germans race to be strong again, so that he want to put themselves into a world map to not only control the market. Think about it. Those Germans people really thanks Hitler what he had done during that periods, because until today you realize on the road all the German cars is one of the top brand, the Mercedes, the BMW, the Audi, the Volkswagen. And think about it, even they lost the military war, Jihan, they already won the economic war now. Most of the car are all Germans car on the road. Most of the car. Don't talk about EV car first, okay? And most of the cars, very economically speaking, are all the Japanese car. Honda, Toyota, Mitsubishi, Nissan, okay? And Suzuki. And talk about the F1 race car. It's all about Italy car. The Lamborghini 有没有啊？ Ferrari, Porsche, right? All the sport car is all from Italy. They may have lost the military war, but politically, you see the government themselves, they have to make the productions to be one of the renown. Of course, I'm very proud to say, that China is coming back with the EV car and other technology because of their political leader, right? Xi Jinping. And not only him, lah, of course, the list of people. So you are not wrong to say that, Qingzi, that political reason is one of the main manifesto to bring about the whole entire country to be one of the best, provided the political leader can control the religions. Back to you, Antina. Antina, your turn.
I also believe that like economic is the most important
Carry on.
because without good economic status of a country, people will struggle. They will live in poverty and overall have a bad quality of life. Economic status also plays an important part in globalization as it is a key factor to whether people want to invest or trade in country. If the country's economy is poor, there will be no investors. There's no businesses. None of them will want to invest in your country because the country is in chaos and all the citizens will be struggling. Furthermore, as the saying goes, a hungry man is an angry man. Because of the desperation, people will try and steal or fight for food or money, which overall brings people to danger, making the country more dangerous and pushing away possible economic growth, businesses, and investors. Furthermore, according to Maslow's theory of hereditary needs, the most basic foundation is food to eat and shelter to live. But the thing is, you need money to buy those things. That's why I strongly, truly, wholeheartedly believe that economic is important.
You speak like one of me. Thank you very much, my dear. Well done. It's true that let's moving on to Hitler and Stalin, even Mao Zedong, for example, they are, or even Sun Zhongshan, or even Mr. Lee Kuan Yew. You can realize that to make the country to grow against, you need the manufacturing, you need the manpower, you need the forces to be educated. You need the basic needs to be covered. If not, everyone will be refugee running away from the countries. Why are we fighting for? If you want to fight for countries, yes, you fight for the purpose of the stability, the safety, and of course the strong leadership, the S factor, the stability, safety, and the strong leadership. Of course, you want to get rid of the 5C, prevent chaos. You don't want to have crisis. You don't have chaos. You don't want to have calamity, 灾难. You don't want to have confusions. And of course, you don't want to see casualty, the 5C. And with this, having said that, economics is still important with the rest because money makes the world go round. 有钱能使鬼推磨. And it's very true. Especially we're talking now. I'm not saying the past not important. I'm talking, in fact, every generation, money. And the person who created money, we can't live without money. So money is important in this present world is because we need money to generate ideology. Very good. Innovations, investments, and involvement. You see, why your parents, I really have to thanks, not your parents first, to thanks your grandparents first. Because they want to involve their children, that is your parents. And in order to involve your parents, they must be innovating your parents. To be more innovative means creative. Once they involve your parents to be innovative, they want to invest in them. How? For you lah. So once you invest your parents with good genes, with good educations, and they are able to get into a better job, better career, better future, and that's why today you can sit right in front of the desk. Not just the Zoom, ladies and gentlemen. For the rest of your life, you know your path is university. So you realize 50 years ago and 100 years ago, university is no big deal. It's big deal, sorry, it's big deal, right? But now university is no big deal because AI and general ChatGPT or all are taking place. And we might, how are we going to generate the economies? That's what Adina is saying is true. To me, I still want to sum up Adina, whether you like it or not. You can have the best palace. Like Hitler, you can have the best SS trooper, the Leopard tank, the German Tiger tank, or you can have best the Akagi Akano best aircraft carrier. You can the best blah blah black sheets of fighter planes or Enterprise or whatever it is. You just need one things to destroy it. Which is the things? Anyone can tell me? Which is the thing that destroy everything?
Money.
Okay, money. Okay, sorry, bro. I'm talking about this one here. Sorry. Okay. Which one do you think will create the whole thing? We are talking about this green color stuff. You can have the best palace, you can best MBS, everything them super duper nice. But which one will really destroy it? Wait, don't say Don't say Don't say Don't say first If not, you say I cheat one Hey, bloody hell, I can't give the name. How can I choose your name? Yeah, you cannot choose the name. Hey, I cannot choose the name of the student. How come? Hey, why the Zoom is so okay now? Wait. I sent to you a person already, Okay, don't say don't say So which one do you think, Pohan, will really destroy the entire beauty, everything? Okay, let me rephrase my questions. The way you talk about military so good, culture, economy, environment, religions, all these are so good. But out of these, which one will continue to do it better or destroy it? Nico? Sing it.
I think it would be environmental.
Okay, thank you.
Worse.
Hold on. Okay, environmental. Nico? Thank you, Singen.
Oh, military.
No, military. Okay, thank you. Yiqia?
Military.
Okay. Qian, you haven't say, So maybe I leave it to you. Which one you think is more important?
Yeah, what's your question? I didn't understand.
No. First of all, I haven't asked you to say which one is.
Yeah. For me, ideological is the most important because the ideology of capitalism helps to promote open markets and helps to promote free trade agreements such that countries can help to trade with each other to help improve each other's economic ultimately. Yeah, that's it. Goodbye.
Goodbye. No need goodbye. I haven't end yet. Okay, thank you. So, Jihan, which one do you think will affect whatever the beauty that you talk about?
Environmental. Actually, social.
Social, Oh, okay, social. Nico talk about military. How about Pohan?
Environmental.
So environmental also? Okay, thank
Yeah.
you. 宜家讲了，Adina?
Religion.
Religion. 你终于 support 我啊？亲自
Wait, is it a question for like which one makes it better or worse?
Yes.
I feel like I still feel like it's political.
What was my answer that I sent to you?
Political.
Yeah, it is political. It is political. And the thing is, you have to understand, everyone, take note, write down, please. It all depends on the political leadership, which religions he believe in. If this political leader religions like Hitler, like Stalin's, like Mao Zedong, Lee Kuan Yew, all these, If they do have a political agenda, religion agenda, you will affect the entire things that they say in this slide already. Because the political leader is the one who signed the document. Take Donald Trump, for example. Look like, okay, he might want to get rid no more there's only two sexes, male and female. They want to get rid of LGBT because he believe in the religions there's only two sexes. I'm not against. Yes, Chingan, you can say it's ideology. Okay, it's the ideology. His mindset is how it is. But I feel that if you want to look at this, political is the more powerful one that decide factors. But if the political leader has a faith in them, like a religions, then there you are. You still like join together. So you realize these topics, last topics is quite very interesting, because if you are going for A level, you're going to continue these topics for the next 2 years. And if you are going for university, there'll be bigger things to talk about. Okay. So let's talk about this one. Now, globalizations, let me, please, all of you, if you are using your handphone, whatever, please pay attention to this screen. I'm going to tell a story about this. Globalization is not about, okay, I'm going to talk about like that all the way down to this until the last one, accountability. That means from clockwise onwards, okay? Take note, I may not be able to repeat in case I've lost my memory. Globalization is part of the integrations of economies throughout the world from the past, present, and future. Sadly to say, there's no such thing as equality or inequality. It's all about how people is able to communicate in terms of how they are being recognized. Why they get recognized in terms of how the trade versus aid. We are talking about three different types of economies and different types of equality or inequalities, and how we recognize these levels of communications. Number one, we are talking about underdeveloped countries. Second, we are talking about developing countries. And the third is the developed countries. So whether how you're going to do it, sometimes in this world, we are talking about outsourcings of things that you realize that recently Africans, Ibrahim Traore, what is the country? Can't remember the country. Basco. Sorry, I can't pronounce the name so badly. You know, Africans has been heavily exploited since 200 years ago, when the Westerners in Europe went all the way to Africa to outsource what? The word called slave, right? And because of the slave, they brought the slave, outsourcing them to do what? To do cotton planting and all the slavery jobs. Why? They want to use them to make their own branding. So imagine those brands that they have in the past, like the coffee plantations, the tea plantations, and you name it, whatever it is. Do they give them a reasonable salary? No, but they are being exploited, right? True enough. And globalization until the past, which is we don't talk about the fair enough of the Western slavery in Africa. We talk about slavery back to 1,000 years ago until now. The exploitations is until today, we still exploitations where people are underpaid, like country in Myanmar, in India, and you name all these countries, where even in China, is Singapore like that? Yes, there's possibility in fact, whether you're underdeveloped, okay, we don't talk about underdeveloped countries. We're talking about developing and developed countries. They are really exploiting a lot of people's um, having to say that they are qualified, but unfortunately, they are underpaid. Take for example, Singapore are protecting all those domestic maids, and of course, professional white collar, which is talking white collar. We're talking about lawyer, engineers, professor, teachers, and doctors. All these, but these are the professional people who came from other country to Singapore. Why? Because they want to grow. Why they want to grow? Because they don't want to be in poverty. Why they don't want to be in poverty? Because they want to move away to the environments that they are not being monopolized by power. They want to grow because they believe in capitalism. They want to grow because the capitalism do not really exploitations. Bullshit, not true. As capitalism definitely can have growth, but then it also have it also have poverty. Why? Look at those countries who are developed countries. The environment they have in US, in other parts, there are still homeless people. There are still beggars. There are still people who are out of jobs being retrenched. So what kind of cultures are we talking about here? A cultures of diversity, a cultures of equality, a cultures of freedoms of race and people who are able to contribute to the country. But that is not very true because some countries don't believe in free trade. But then again, why do they don't believe in free trade? Because they feel that their technologies are being harmed. How come the technologies are being harmed? Take for example, US are very worried of was it Xiaomi or Huawei? Was it Huawei, right? Huawei, right? Is it Huawei? Huawei, right? And why they do not allow TikTok to be in US? Oh my goodness, they are spying on us. The Chinese are spying on us. Excuse me? They're using TikTok to spy on you? One. Yeah, I like the way you say, oh, come on, man. US, get a life of it. Get a life. Because they do not know, Bohan and Nicole and Yijiang, the world is shrinking. The world is getting small. It become a global right now. It become a global village. A village that is so knit together that we know each other so well. But unfortunately, the West, especially the US, refuse to accept this. They feel that no, I'm still in superior. You're inferior. I still have belief that I am the greatest. I'm the best. You guys, China, yellow bananas, sorry, get away from it. You are being dominated by us. Excuse me? Are you sure or not? And because of their egoisms and arrogance, it creates terrorism. With these terrorisms, are you accountability of what you are doing to play a part in globalizations? If you do play a part in globalization, go back to number one again, integration of economies. Are you sure about fairness, how to trade to show equality? Are you able to have a proper communications where both parties are able to sign an agreement and recognize that the trades and aids are fair enough and the outsourcing, there is no biasness? Your brands are allowed to sell in my country, my brands are allowed to sell in my other countries as well. And there's no exploitation of my citizens. And my citizens also need to grow. It's not just your citizens. Not only your country want to get rid of poverty, my country also want to get rid of poverty. And what kind of environment do we want to have? Equality. We don't want to be monopolies. We believe in capitalism, but we want to preserve our culture. At the same time, we allow free trade agreements. Back to China. Why China is called 中国, the Middle Kingdom? Why everyone want to go through the Silk Road of China? And that is more important. Technology has evolved around many centuries. Today, we have the best technology because we are able to connect the world together. As one of you saying just now, I think it's Ijia or Nico. Not only connect together, but because of connection together, people want to take advantage because of one word called jealousy. That's called terrorism. Therefore, today we need to talk about cyber security because we are accountability for our sovereignty, independence, and the most important thing is I do not want to create another war. But unfortunately, we have to create a trade war, a tariff war, because that is the only things that what Jihan you mentioned, it's all about money. Okay? Can? So Athena, everyone going to talk about the story one by one. Everyone talk about it. So ready? Let's go, Athena. No. Qingzi, are you going to talk everything like that? You have to, guys. I want you to write down by linking a story. Okay, all these words will be definitely very useful in your SRQ. Okay, Qinghan? Okay, I urge all of you, if you can, like using all these words to write in the paragraph. What is globalization? Globalization is like that. It's just like hey guys, since your oral is coming in July, right? Use your recording using your handphone to record down and talk about all these things. So once you keep practicing it, when you come to a SRQ, the structured response question, bingo, you're able to do it without a single sweat. No, I just want to hold on for about 30 seconds to 1 minute. Any questions to ask me any part here? No? 博翰、宜家、Nico、思远、Nico 有吗？Nico、阿迪呢？齐汉、齐志。
What is exploitation?
Exploitation 就是说，好像你请一个工人来新加坡做工，比如说这个，OK，sorry 啊，this is a good question. Why I say sorry 啊？I miss out something。好像一个印度的，OK，哇，this one recording very sensitive 啊，我要讲话小心一点，其实。So 比如说你跟你的老公开一间公司，还是你跟这个老板做工，你是 HR，然后你需要请一个 software engineer，OK，software engineer 啊，就是你是做电脑的，OK。连这个工人呢、是从印度来的，OK，连他收你那个文凭，可是你请新加坡一个 software engineer 可能是5000块，5000啊，可是他是做 9 to 5，OK，9 to 5啊，你懂什么是9 to 5 Monday to Friday？可是这个印度的他有 master degree 哎，他比那个新加坡更好哎，新加坡只是 degree 啊，他是 master degree，OK，then 而且他在印度已经有10年的 experience，OK，可是这个新加坡人只是刚刚NUS 出来做2年工就5000啊，可是你请这个 master degree 啊，印度人啊，OK 啊，你只是给他2500、3000到4000，OK，but then you tell him, hello, but because you come from India, I only can give you $4,000 because you got levy and all this thing, but you don't work 9 to 5. You work 9 to 9. What the hell? Oh my God. Then not only that, people got 14 days annual leave, you only got 5 days. 你不是欺人太甚了吗？鸡蛋糕，我跟 Ministry of Manpower 告你，你不要笑哦，各位大家，新加坡有这些especially 你懂哪里吗？宜家、尼哥、博汉 construction site 工地的。我跟你讲啊，老师啊，我觉得 sometimes sorry 啊，this recording 啊，some Singaporean 啊 very bloody idiot。因为几年前呢，我听过好像中国的工人呢来新加坡做工，it's a true story 啊。Because we are police officer, we got news like that。那个工地做工来博汉做了哦，他欠他的工钱几个月不要还薪水，那个人跑掉，then declare I'm bankrupt。你输我咯，你输我咯。但这些工人从中国来这边是养家糊口的，离家背景，他的工钱才几百多块还是几千块，而且他们住工地的嘞。你欠1、2个月不用紧哦，你欠半年的薪水又不给，那怎么办？有些工人来新加坡做工啊，是要还那些 agents fees 哎，在他的国家嘞。I heard from my friends 啊，some of them in Bangladesh 啊，他们那个老板跑掉，他们在新加坡自杀嘞。真的是 true story 自杀嘞，其次 thanks to asking exploitation 呢，you bloody idiot man these people。而有些刚刚结婚呢，老婆刚刚生孩子，他还欠一大笔屁股债，而且阿伯汉他们在那个国家卖地卖田卖什么，来新加坡做工，以为他可以 after 赚够钱了再买回那个地了。我希望你们以后 become adult 啊，不要做这种伤天害理的事。你给我知道，我跟你讲，你就完蛋。不要做这种事情，please。Okay, respect every human race. It's a true story about this exploitation. That's why Ministry of Manpower is very very serious. Then of course, 有些很奇怪嘞，他还逼他嘞，你给我dinner 很亲自，你都问了。他跟你讲，OK，已经 overstay 了，那个 work permit expire 了，等他就逼他，你要给我钱啊，然后我就跟你申请。This is not the way. The proper way is go to Ministry of Manpower 的申请。你说 you don't give me money, I don't submit your employment pass。哈，这个是他的血汗钱，你拿得下？And just recently only 的晴子，a few months ago，可 thank God 啦，博汉老天有眼。 做的这些人。在泰国也是一样嘞，听说泰国他请那些缅甸工人哦，他做了哦，那要发工资的时候哦，那个人说、他就叫警察来抓他嘞。哇，it's very idiot right？因为他们是 illegal 嘛，说 OK， 不要是 illegal 啊，I'm very dangerous I employ you，but never mind I employ you，but I give you this money，then of course the illegal immigrant，好好我做，但要到了啊，他打电话叫警察来抓他，那有些当然是跑掉对吗？On the way they escape they die。唉，answer your question，晴子，exploitation，very sad。哎，不要讲这个嘞，我们来讲我们的祖先好吗？OK，this is true 啊，在你看那个黄飞鸿啊，他们就不是叫那个金山哦，金山就是 San Francisco 对吗？San Francisco，连那些老外就来中国广州就说，哎，你们来这个金山有很多 gold 啊，那就 show them 嘞，你们只是坐一个船，然后你挖这个金矿，然后我们公司会给你 gold。And what happened? They become slave building the roads, the buildings. That is true. Recently got 周润发 got one movie is talking about the Chinese slave in USA who built the roads. You know what? He walked into the 亭子, he walked into the court now, about the court. May I ask this question, gentlemen? The chair that you sit, the place that you built this place, the road that you walk just now when you come into the court, who built it? Whoa, man. That is freaking powerful. It's not you. It's we, the Chinese, who built this for you. Now you're telling me that we are illegals of not paying it? And who is exploiting who? Oh my God, that is a freaking powerful statement. I'm proud to be a Chinese. Thank you, teacher. You inspire my story. Any more? No more? Thank you very much. Okay, I need to go through as many slides as possible. Huh? Wow, it's globalization at risk. Come on. This one, look, this one. Every time I talk about this, it's so interesting. Because I'm also helping my boss to run the business with all these things, you see, disruptions in supply chain. Right now, this one very important. Take a picture of this one. Supply chain, this one, supply chain. Bohan, are you taking a picture? No need. I will send this lesson plan to you, my dear. I'll send to you. Okay, don't worry. Then you don't share with your friend, can already. Okay, disruption in supply chain. Yeah, it's true. Because nowadays with the tariff attack, that's what you mentioned. And then data protections, yeah, it's true because of that's why Huawei and TikTok are not being banned in US. And okay, this one values of let me see, I can make it bigger now. Or should I do this? Okay, that will be better, right? So let's talk about this. I can't see this and very small, sorry. FDI regulation. I can't remember this. So national security. Okay, globalization, talk about national security. I take note now right now. Reform with World Trade Organization. WTO stand for World Trade Organization. Please write down. Moving from interconnectivities to coexistence. Yeah, this is also important. Data and asset protections. Okay, fair enough. Take note now. Now, US dollars against, you realize that recently now the US dollar, the pounds, why are they so strong? Because they dominate the economies. Okay. Okay, this one, okay, income, lower income, or this one, economic. Okay, some of you talk about economic growth, right? Economic downturns, the economic impact, improved in the standard of living, increase the competition among nations. Okay, some of you just now talk about economic, right? Take note, widening the income gap between the rich and the poor, which is not very good. And because of economic impact, there are these three aspects, take note, is chapter 9. Social impact is increased awareness of foreign cultures, which is not good. People say that a lot of Vietnamese and Chinese from China, from Taiwan, from all these places, and coaching Singapore. I just want to laugh at them. Seriously. These people. very short-sighted. So increase, okay, loss of local culture. Sorry to say, guys, Singapore don't have their own local culture. In fact, we are the Rojak culture. Rojak means mixed culture. Of course, if you talk about Tihan, if you talk about this assimilation in France, they have their culture. That's why they cannot get rid. In fact, France is mostly Catholics. Okay, so if there are other religion coming, cannot, they feel they are very offended, especially with their leaders of Napoleon, right? You know what I mean, right? And their French Revolution. So that's why they don't really like it with these other cultures and coaching coming in. So if they said, they you know what they do? It's just that you want, you join us. You better follow us. If not, till you get lost. All right? Understand? That is how France works. If not, sorry, baby. Environmental impact, of course, environment degradations and environment managements are important. We talk about there was one came out of questions a few years ago about global warming, this time in the SS, like the one of Mother Nature Earth, right? So one of the questions asked is that why do you think globalization has impact into these environmental issues? Of course, the very first thing that you can think of, guys, is all about start with P. Can anyone tell me what is the P word? 污染环境 pollution. Okay, the one is pollution. And what about the other reason that environment degradations will be global warming? Okay. Okay, I rest my voice. Can you all please kindly read this? Read, I expect you to read, Please read, I have a reason why I asked you to read. Of course, I can read to you, right? But I have a reason why I asked you to read. I will explain once you are done. All done ready? Whoever not yet, please unmute and say, I'm not ready. Yeah? I'll count in 10 seconds. Okay, done. May I ask all of you, thumbs up, you understand these 3 paragraphs? To be honest to me. Do you know what they are talking about? Thumbs up. You no need to unmute and say, yeah, he's talking about this. No need to tell me. Just thumbs up if you think you agree. I mean, you understand. Show your emoji thumbs up or Qing'an, you can show everything, all the thumbs up. Okay, thank you, Xing Yuan. Thumbs up, be honest. Don't worry, I will not ask you question. What did he say? All understand? Confirm not? Ready? Okay, Qizhe, you understand? Qingzhe, you understand what I'm saying?
I think can.
Can,
Yeah.
Okay. Yijiang and Nico, okay? Can, good, if all of you can, Qing'an, all these, Dana and Xing, if you can, and good, this one usually you will see this in your A-level notes. You know what, not? Economics. So do you want to do economics? You're going to read this kind of things, Hey, Nico, quite boring for me. Because I hate figure. Sorry. Of course, I was able to read, but quite boring for me. This is for the subject called economics. Okay? Take note, lah. This is just an example. So what World Trade Organization, summarize for you, what World Trade Organization is very important because it makes sure that there is no exploitation. Now you understand, huh? No exploitation, no prejudice, no biasness, and the most important, there's no hidden agenda, that everyone trade equally. And that's why slowly they come out free trade agreements, and that's why they want to prevent tension, meaning that they got no conflict, like some of them want to increase their price, happy. But then you ask me, then what's the point? How come they never stop American for tariff? Yeah, sad to say, Now, Jian, where is the United Nations? The building is where is it? Where's the United Nations building?
I don't know, USA or Europe.
Yeah, it's in USA. So you tell me, it's like, huh? Correct, no? So of course it's in USA. So everything there, good luck to you. Not you, to people who are doing it. You see, until 2023 is quite recent, Wow, I like this picture here. It ever came out in this in this O level exam for this one, Okay, this please take note of all these features. Once I send you this slide, please take note. This one came out before. This one I think came out before. This one I'm not sure. This one came out in one of my students. How come the this tree or this cliff? This is not tree This is called right now globalization tsunami. It's a wave. And that means this globalization tsunami right now is coming to the nature shore, to the native shore. That means those very 落后的国家. Okay, the globalization tsunami is coming to your shore now. You can't escape. You have to embrace. Either you ride with the tide with this guy here, or you're gonna be flooded and drowned by the word globalizations. Very sad. You realize that Africa here, the continent, dig, and everything go to there. Very true, One of them is like slavery, And then you see the Australia take away, US take away. I don't want to be part of the globalizations. Why Australia can do that? Because they are down under. Being sarcastic, sorry. The globalization is running non-stop. And then once it say that it's spring until everyone is like, oh, cannot catch up. Too fast the pace, this one. Then the word hope. Heaven often pray for everyone. So unfortunately, he cannot pray. So this guy is holding the whole entire burden of a book. You need to reform. You need to reform. So these people came to tell these native people need to reform. But these people say no. Then and then at that time in the past. But now they tell them, so well, that thank you to you. You have educated us, you give our economy, we improve our standard of living now. But now we are telling you, you need to reform, you need to change your own. The word is called policy. Political reason, you see. The last time the political leaders attack, now their political leaders in that way is getting weak. So you see industrializations to bring in, you see, talk about industrializations here. And this one very cute. I like this one is like, the earth, the mother earth or daddy earth. Oh yeah, today is happy Father's Day. To all your fathers, happy Father's Day to all your fathers here. And then they are carrying this pushing them to one corner. Let me see, did I have, okay, maybe I'll bring down here. Okay. There. Everyone is like, you realize this like African people here. Yeah, because these are Africa. So they are taking away their goods and this is like the very Amor, the Western, the white. And then globalization, the third world, you see. Like this is like they are caught in the poverty, caught in the exploitation. So now you understand why I give you those words here. Not this one, sorry, guys. This all this word here, and is it here? That's how I got. This all the word here. Okay, very good, right? Can use, right? You see? Property, right? Property, you see? Okay. Hope exploitation. So this one, see, they are being locked up by poverty in the cage when this guy is struggling. On one hand, is from the third world. But what about this hand, this leg here? Not on the hand, sorry. On one leg, it says third world. Can this leg be free away from this cage and get rid of globalization? Unfortunately, no matter how this gentleman or this person struggle, he can't break the deadlock right now. He can't break the deadlock for this globalization because he has to be the slave to globalizations for many generations to come. Because why they are from third world? Why third world are being exploited property unless they change the culture, social behavior, social norm. So you realize all these, my dear leaders, take note now. It's very useful. Hey, this one is okay, guys. 没有了. Is it all? Is that all? Oh, I thought got a lot. Eh? What? No more, eh? Oh, okay, good. Then we finished the whole thing. Yeah. Okay, good. So this is the last slide here. Just nice. Right, guys. So I would like you to do this one here. If you can, thanks for Athena to complete the usefulness question. So now you know, guys, if you can, where the hell is it? Give me a minute. If you can, Qinghan, if you can, please put the plus minus for every providence. At the same time, put all your questions like this, then you know that you need infer 1, 2, and 3, similarity and differences, useful and not useful, surprise and not surprise. And then with this one, 3 agree and 2 not agree. And of course, guys, next week we're going to talk about extract using TAXI, the timeline, audience, and explain using issue 1, 2, or 3. Okay, this one with answers, so no problem. So of course, if you can, we will cover up next week more of the details, all these things. And of course, I want to talk about this one, very important, this one. I heard, I'm not sure, can you check with your senior who are in JC or in studying economics in JC or even Poly? This one, it seems to be very important. Not only for you, for your whole entire family in Singapore, of course. Okay. I'm qualified to talk a bit more because I used to be an insurance agent. Okay, as much as my best knowledge. Okay. Thank you, guys. Next Sunday, I hope that some of you can hand in your usefulness question like